let's go through Indian Express. In earlier, most senior EC was default choice to succeed CEC. In a first selection process for the next Chief Election Commissioner, cast wider net. Traditionally, the successor to the Chief Election Commissioner has been the next senior most election commissioner. For the first time, as per the Chief Election Commissioner and other election appointments, Terms of Office Act 2023, the net can be cast wider. Current CEC Rajiv Kumar demits office on February 18. The Election Commission comprises the CEC and two election commissioners, Gyanesh Kumar and Sukhbir Singh Sandhu. At present, Gyanesh Kumar could still be in contention, but according to the Section 6 and 7 of the Act, the Ministry of Law will set up a search committee chaired by the Law Minister to prepare a panel of 5 names for the selection committee. The selection committee, comprising the Prime Minister, Cabinet Minister, a leader of opposition in Lok Sabha, can select from this panel or consider any other person from outside. Section 6 of the Act specifies this process of appointment of the Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioners. Even at Gyanesh Kumar remains a potential candidate for the topmost, the Act gives the selection committee the option to considering names from outside the commission. Should not call any disputed structure a mosque, says UP CM Adityanath. Sentencing in hush money case, Trump sparred jail, fine, LA wildfires, calmer wind help firefighters. So, selection process for the next chief election commissioner has to go through a selection committee. Current CEC is Rajiv Kumar. He will demit office on February 18. The election commission comprises the CEC and two election commissioners, Gyanesh Kumar and Sukhbir Singh Sandhu at present. Gyanesh Kumar could still be in contention, but according to the Act, Ministry of Law will set up a search committee chaired by Law Minister to prepare a panel of 5 names for the selection committee. The selection committee, comprising the Prime Minister, Cabinet Minister, and a leader of opposition in Lok Sabha, can select from this panel or consider any other person from outside. PM, World Trust for Peace, and I tell Russia and Ukraine, Israel and Palestine. Underlining that the world trusts us because there is no duplicity in us. We are not neutral. I will cooperate in every effort for peace, be it between Russia and Ukraine, Israel and Palestine. The world trusts us because there is no duplicity in us. What we say is clear. We repeatedly say we are not neutral. I'm in favor of peace and I will cooperate in every effort for it. I'll tell this to Russia and Ukraine, Israel and Palestine. Our credibility has increased because of this. The world thinks that India says what it believes. In Abu Dhabi, uh, when I wanted a temple for Hindus, I got it from the crown prince in a moment. What a happy moment this was for crores of Hindus. Amid Lieutenant Governor Oman rift, Jammu and Kashmir remains without Advocate General. Supreme Court orders status quo in a row over well at Sambal Mosque, calls it for report in 2 weeks. There will be no worship or holy bath at the well near Shahi Jama Masjid in Sambal. On Friday, Supreme Court stayed the execution of no notice purportedly issued by Sambal municipal authorities regarding the well. It sought a status report in weeks, even as the UP government contended that the well was situated on government land. Long after the ignition turned off, Delhi police last two ambassadors are not set to be auctioned. 2024 was the hottest year ever, breached 1.5 degrees Celsius warming threshold. Selection for the next CEC cast wider net. On the implications of this change, former CEC OP Rawat said it opens the option of correcting a decision of previous dispensation. If after an election the government changes, it can also make the system vulnerable to erosion of credibility of the commission. The Law Ministry spokesperson and Secretary Rajiv Mani were not available for comment. As per Section 5 of the CEC Act, The candidates for the post would be current or former secretary level officers. Section 6 states a search committee headed by Minister of Law and Justice comprising two other members not below the rank of Secretary of the Government of India shall prepare a panel of 5 persons for consideration of the search selection committee for appointment of the as the chief election commissioner and other election commissioners. This act was brought after an intervention from the Supreme Court following a clutch of petitions filed between 2015 and 2022 challenging the center's exclusive power in picking election commissioners. Spacecraft 1.5 km apart to come closer today, says ISRO. After two postponements, Space Agency will now dock and inform. The Indian Space Research Organization on Friday said the space docking experiment, SpaceX satellite SDX-01 Chaser and SDX-02 Target were moving in orbit at a distance of 1.5 km and maneuver to bring them at a distance of 500 meters is likely to be achieved on Saturday. The space docking experiments has so far missed two publicly announced schedules on January 7 and January 9 due to technical issues in bringing together two spacecraft. Spacecraft are at a distance of 1.5 km and hold mode. Further to drift to 500 meters is planned. As per the plan, Chaser satellite would be progressively brought closer to the target satellite, holding positions at a distance of 5 km, 1.5, 500, 225, 15, and 3 meter before joining together. With the docking experiment missing two publicly scheduled, the space agency has now decided to dock and inform the people, according to an official. The government announced the appointment of V. Narayanan, who is currently the director of Liquid Propulsion System Center, Thiruvananthapuram, as the ISRO chairman. The day original SpaceX docking was scheduled. Ms. Dr. Narayanan will succeed Dr. Somnath on January 14. A successful docking experiment will make India the fourth country in the world after US and China to have the capability. ISRO would require it to achieve its visions of bringing samples from the moon and setting up its own space station by 2035 and sending a human to the moon by 2040. Meet Modi, not Akal Takht chief, if you want me to end fast. You bought need to Tamil Nadu, only center can cancel it, Stalin to opposition. Bomb scare at Delhi school, cop snap student, points probe to a larger group. Suspected Al-Qaeda operative arrested near Ranchi by Delhi police. On a run for 25 years, man wanted for murder arrested from Himachal. AAP's latest poll promised funds for RWS to hire private security guards. Resident Welfare Association will be to hire private guards if his party returns to power. Amit Sheesh Mehlro, a look at CAG scope. The Comptroller and Auditor General again in spotlight amid the political row triggered by its report on cost of renovation at the office and residence of ex-CM Arvind Kejriwal. As the Indian Express reported last week, CEGs learned to have shown that starting from preliminary estimates of 7.91 crore, the total cost of the work on the premises of 6 Flagstaff Road stood at 33 crore when the PWD completed it in 2022. As payback for AAP's Haryana ka Lal Manohar Lal and Nayab Saini among the state's BJP bigwigs to head Delhi trial. No tree felling in Mumbai's RA without a nod Supreme Court. PM Modi to visit France in Feb, take part in AI Summit. Singapore President on India visit from Jan 14 to 18. Two skilling pacts on table. Shivaji statue collapse. Bombay High Court grants bail to sculpture. Supreme Court to relief for JEE advanced aspirants who drop out of courses from November 5 to 18. Indian diaspora integral to vision of Viksit Bharat by 2047. Dr. Murmu. President Draupadi Murmu. H-1B visa. Trump said to take office. Indians in US cautiously optimistic. Amid the debate and surge in backlash against H-1B visa professional by far-right groups in the US, the Indian diaspora there supported the visa program, saying it brings skilled workers from across the globe. At the 18th Pravasi Bharatiya Divas in Bhubaneswar, members of the diaspora spoke to say that they are waiting for policies of the new administration under President-elect to be clearer. Pariksha participation. Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying comes up with the Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, headed by Union Minister, has asked all of its officers and staff to participate in the 8th edition of Pariksha Pe Charcha. Vaishnav 50 Amrit Bharat trains to be manufactured at ICF in 2 years. Ram Mandir versus Babri Masjid copy. Game of one upmanship in Bengal. Assam tells police to act against influencer over misinformation. Has to take appropriate action against influencer Abhishek Kar, accusing him of spreading misinformation about Assam in a podcast on YouTube. Clip from recent YouTube in which Kar was a guest was flagged by Office of Chief Minister, making unacceptable comments of Assam history and traditions. Appropriate action uh, may be talking about Mayong village in Assam's Morigaon district. He could be heard claiming that a women there have such power that you can go there as a person. They can convert you into a goat or any other animal and then at night turn you into a person again and have some work with you. Why? Because there are lots of tantric practices. Pune BRO murder, NCW forms panel highlights in action by onlooker. Have not ever seen son's face. Families of fishermen in Park Jail rights to center. So thank you for listening. See you in the next one.